Hello friends, in the last lecture we see that what is the herbs, herbal preparation, herbal medicinal product, herbal drug preparation likewise. Then the sources of the plants are there such as your wild sources, then cultivated sources. Okay, then modern techniques are there. So what are the modern techniques are there? We already covered in your second year, fourth semester such as the polyploidy, hybridization, mutation likewise. Okay. So now let's we see that what are the different steps are there that are to be involved in case of the processing of the herbal drugs are there. Okay. So first one is there that is a selection of the herb, then identification and authentication. Next one is there that is a cultivation. Next one is collection, and the last one is there that is a processing of herbal raw material. Now let's we see that what is the selection of the herb. So friends, why you are going to select that one particular herbs? So selection of the herb means for specific purpose you are going to select that one particular herb. You want to develop certain, or you are having certain interest in that one particular plant. You want to modify or develop certain genetic information. So that is for that you are going to select that one particular herb. Second one, you want to improve certain mm, income sources. So on this one particular plan you are going to be you're going to develop a certain industry, and on in that one industry depends on that one particular plan you are going to utilize that one particular plant material as a raw material, so that you are going to use such type of the plant material. You are going to select that one particular plant material. So for this one purpose you are going to take the help of the certain reference book. Suppose if the new one plant is there, so how that one particular plant look like, from where you are getting that one particular plant, how that in which season that one particular plant is there should occurs, what is the time period, which part is there should be beneficial for that one particular purpose. Likewise, the information you have to be getting from the reference book, such as your Ayurvedic pharmacopoeia, herbal pharmacopoeia, Indian pharmacopoeia is there, then British pharmacopoeia is there. Okay, so likewise, these books are there that you have to be utilized. Uh, then if the plant is new one, you are by utilizing the different method, genetic engineering, you are going to develop a new one particular plant seeds, and nothing is there should be available. So on the trial basis, you are going to be go ahead for the cultivation process. Just you have to be sown, select the pH of the soil, what pH you have to be select the soil, what type of the soil you have selected. A variety of the soil on the trial basis you have to be go for the dry, moist, black soil, sandy soil likewise. Then maintain the pH of the variety of the pH is there you have to be maintained. Just what is the process you have to be adopted to get a success in that one particular part of the plan or the plan material. Each and every one method you have to make documented. Once you get the success on that one, that method is used as a reference method for that one particular plant. So this is about the selection of the herb is there. Okay. Now the next one is there that is a identification and authentication. So what is the difference between identification and authentication? Identification is nothing but the identification is nothing but your observation. Okay. So by utilizing the reference book, you can identify that one particular plant material. But it's not our role to authenticate that one particular plant. It's the role of botanist, that is the head of the department of authorized BSc or MSc college in which there is a botany department is there. So the head of that one particular person is having a right to authenticate that one particular plant material. Means what is the genus, what is the species which you have utilized, whether it is the same one or it's a different one. Okay. So that selection is proper one or it's the wrong one. That is to be guided by that one particular person. Okay, for example, for making some of the vegetables, we are going to be utilized for the preparation of the some of the preparations are there in Marathi, just like the bhaji is there in Marathi, that we call it as a aluchi pana. There are the two variety of the that one particular leaves are there. Okay, that is a aluchi pana. So one is making some of the rashes or making the sore throat, and one is not making somewhat. Okay, so you want that one particular plant material which is not causing any type of the infection or the disease in your throat. So you want to select that one. But if you have to authenticate that one, then and then you are selecting that one proper. Otherwise, that one is there is somewhat difficult one. So the authentication is an important process is there. So all the information that is to be guided by that one particular head of the department of that one particular botany department, and against he asks you just to prepare that one herbarium, and against that one herbarium he or she is going to issue you a letter where your name along with the name of the plant, genus, species, then kingdom, likewise family, everything information is there should be there on this one particular plant material. So because of which you are getting the proper source and proper plant material. You get the final result also in case of that one particular plant material. Okay. So that is the identification and authentication of the plant material. Now the next one is there, that is a cultivation and collection is there. So friend, why we are going to be cultivate and the collection? So suppose an example is there, you are develop we call turmeric cream. So for that there is a need of the turmeric as such. Okay. So when your progress is there, your industry is there to be running fastly, it's progressing. So what is the supplier of the raw material for as a turmeric is there is not is comparing the amount what are benefits which are to be received by you and what is the output from their product is there. So he try to disturb the supply. So or somewhere that is the adulterated sources are there that should be there. So to avoid all these drawbacks, there is a need of the cultivation as well as collection is there. Okay. So first you select that one why there is a need of the cultivation is there. So this is the main purpose of this one is there, that is the cultivation of this one is there. So you are having a farm also or you are having a field, so you are going to be involved in the cultivation and some of the labors also you have. So you are going to involve in the cultivation of that one particular plant of the part. So when you are going to be involved in the cultivation process, there is a need of the which type of the plant part is there should be utilized for that one purpose, cultivation purpose, whether it requires seed, root, stem, root, rhizome, or any other part is there should be required for the cultivation purpose. So that information is that should be required. Then in which season that part is there should be sown. What type of the treatments are there that should be needed before sowing that one particular part of the plant? What type of the pesticide chemical treatments are there that is required? What type of nutraceutical is this required? What type of the soil is required? Whether there is a black soil, sandy soil, loamy soil, if that should be required for the cultivation of this one plant or not. So the soil selection is also an important condition is there. Then irrigation is there. In case of the soil selection, just you have to make uh, check the pH of the soil. What is the nutritional level such as sodium, potassium, phosphorus contain, which are to be there in case of the which is required by that one particular plant. So what is their percentage, whether they are to be suitable or not, that you have to also check. Then what type of the fertilizers are there, whether it requires fertilizers or not. What type of the fertilizers are there that should require that you also to be check. So that is the soil condition is there. Okay. Then after that one, you are going to be cultivate that one particular plant. Then sometimes the environmental factors are also going to be affect. So whether the environment is suitable or not. So we have to take the updates of that one. What is the rainfall which is required? What is the temperature which is required by that one particular plant? Whether that temperature is there should be there or not. Then whether there is a frost condition is there or not. Then altitude, that is the height from the sea level, that you have also to be checked from this for this one particular plant material. This information you have to be obtained from the different type the reference books such as the Indian Pharmacopoeia, Ayurvedic Pharmacopoeia, Herbal Pharmacopoeia, British Pharmacopoeia, everything is there. So after that one, everything you have to cultivate. Now it's a time of collection. Okay. When you are going to collect that one particular plant, this is the one. Suppose there is a one plant is there, but for what purpose you are going to use that one particular plant material? For example, papaya is there. So if you want papaya for the edible purpose, so you have to collect it after ripening condition. But if you require that one papaya for the collection of enzyme, papain, so you must have to collect that one papaya before ripening. Just make an incision on this one particular part of the plant. Just collect that one particular latex, then dry that one latex, and from this one you are getting that an enzyme. Okay, papain is there. Same one is the condition is there. Your flower, clove flowers, birds are there. So you have to be collect at the stage of the ripening. So the when how you came to know that the flowers are or the cloves are ripening or not. So when the cloves turns, it change color from the green color to the crimson brown color. That indicate that the cloves are there that at the stage of the ripening, where it shows a high percentage of the active chemical components are there. So likewise, the flowers are there that are to be collected. Then the different techniques are there for the collection of the drug. Cotton by just by hand picking method is there. Then some of the drugs are there such as your garlic, onion, just by uprooting method, or we can say that rhizomes are there such as your ipecacuanha is there, raulfia is there. Just by digging method, you are going to be collect that one. Then by beating with the bamboos such as your cloves are there that are be collected just by beating with the bamboos are there. Okay, then burning, some of the drugs are collected just by burning. Then coppicing methods are there. Likewise, these are the different methods are there that are to be adopted for the collection of the drug. Coconut, but just by climb on the tree, and then you have to be cut down and then come slowly through that one and take care that it is not to be get disturbed. Likewise, these are the different methods are there for the collection of the drugs are there. Okay, so this is about the cultivation and collection of the drug material is there. Okay, hope all of you understand that one. So the next one is there that is a after collection there is a processing of the raw material is there. Processing means what? Sometime there is a primary treatment is there should be required, or sometimes there is a secondary treatment is there should be required. Such treatment is nothing but your primary processing is there, that is a garbling. Garbling is nothing but the cleaning, or we can say that to avoid the confusion, proper selection of the plant material. The process is there is to be known as a garbling technique is there. So in case of this one, garbling, you have to select that one particular drug material without any confusion or any other type of the materials are there that you have to be select that one. Okay. So that comes in case of the garbling is there. After that one, once you have to be collect that one, there is a need of the washing. Some of the plant parts they contain the dust material, so there is a need of the washing. Is there such a the underground part of potato is there? So there is a need of the washing. So just by utilizing the potable water, you have to be clean that one, dry that one. Somewhere there is a boiling is that should be required to remove that one particular drug content. For example, silks are there from the silkworm that you have to be remove that one silk from the cocoons. There is a need of the boiling is there should be required. Okay, so after boiling, what are the gummy material there that should be loses that one thread, and you are getting that one particular thread, that is this one. Leaching is the one. Leaching means just spraying of that one particular dry material in a sunlight, because of which the what is the impurities are there that should be goes to remove. For example, your gums are there. If you have to dry that one particular gums in sunlight, the color is fade. That indicate that the leaching is there. Then drying is the also one of the process is there. That is a primary processing is there. Now, next one is there, that is a secondary process is there, that is a cutting or sectioning is there. So for the drying purpose, you must need this one particular cutting or the sectioning. For example, your onion is there. If you want to dry that one onion, just it contains about 80% of the water. So just you have to be cut that one onion and dry that one particular onion. Okay. Then aging, or we can say that the sweating is there, so that the aging process is there should be required, or the cleaning process is there should be required, sweating is there should be required. Uh, the next one is there, that is a banking, or we can say that the roasting is there, such as your ropes are there when you're going to be prepared. In Marathi, we call it as a sutar. So that is we occur on the bank of the river is there. So that is we cultivated, just you have to be allowed to soak that one particular stem of that one particular plant, or we can say that the bamboo like structures are there, so they loses their phloem fibers, and because of which you are getting that one particular thread like structures are there. Roasting is also one of the important ones when you're going to prepare that one. Black color tea powder is there, black tea and green tea is there. Okay, so for the preparation of the black tea, there is a need of the roasting is there. Just on the frying pan, just you have to be spread that one, roast that one after fermentation, so the active chemical components concentration is going to be increased. Next one is there, that is a boiling as well as the steaming process is there should be required, and stir as well as the frying is required. Somewhere there is a fumigation is there should be required. These are the secondary processes are there which are to be involved in case of the processing of the herbal raw material. Okay. So now the next one is there, that is a drying method is there. In case of the drying, there are the two type of the drying is there. Drying ensures the improves the shelf life of that one particular drug material is there. How much time drug is there should be preserved for that one. So that is there, that it should be uh, more. Okay. Now next one is there, that is in case of the drying, the microbial load is there should going to be decreased, the moisture level is going to be decreased, purity there should be increased, microbial contamination is not to be occur. So likewise is there in case of the drying. So drying is having the two type, that is the natural drying and the artificial drying. Natural drying is having the two type, that is the sun dry as well as the shade dry. So those materials which is not get affected by the sunlight or the temperature, they are to be dry in by the natural method. In case of the sunlight drying, the material which is not get affected by the light, or we can say that the not light sensitive, such type of the materials are there that are to be dry by the sunlight, such as your bark is there. Okay, cinchona bark is there, rhubarb is there, or some of the rhizomes are there which will not get affected by the sunlight, so they are to be dry by this method. Say dry is there, that is the those material which is get affected, mostly the volatile oil containing materials are there that is to be get affected. So such type of the materials are there that are to be dry by the shade drying method. So some of the advantages of this one is their natural drying over the artificial drying. So natural drying, there is no any type of the cost is there should be required, huge area is there should be available for the drying purpose, what are the yard which you have or the terrace you have, that on that one much area you are going to be dry that one particular material, because of which slow drying there is a no loss of the active chemical components. The temperature is there should be high up to the certain level, because of which there is no charge or the charring of the drug is there should occur. So likewise these are the various benefits of this one particular natural drying is there. There is some of the drawbacks are there. So likewise the moisture environmental factor may are going to be affect, insect rodents are there, or animals, grazing animals are there that are going to be affect on this one. uh, is there up to the certain limit the drying is there should be carried out, but not beyond that, because the environmental temperature there is up to the 70 degree, or we can say that 40 to 50 degrees centigrade, not more than that. So the drying process which is to be carried out up to the 60 to 70% only, not more than that. So there is, this is the limitations of this one is there. Artificial drying is there, where the artificial resources are there that are to be utilized. The tray dryer is there, vacuum dryer is there, fluidized bed dryer is there, spray dryer is there, freeze dryers are there. These are the some of the examples are there by which in case of the artificial drying. So some of the drug materials are there, such as the enzymes are there, antibiotics are there. They are to be dry only by the artificial drying method. You are not observe that one. This antibiotic powder is to be sprayed in a yard or on the terrace. It's not like that. Enzymes are there that are also not to be sprayed likewise or dry. So they are to be dry just by the artificial drying method. So in case of this one, there is a tray dryer is there. So the trays are in the tray, the drugs are there that are to be placed, and the steam of the air is that should be passes over that one. And because of which continuous stream of the air is to be passes, so that carries the moisture from the drug and remove the moisture from your drug. Vacuum dryer is there. So vacuum dryer that is mostly utilized to reduce the boiling point of the drug. Suppose the water is having the boiling point 100 degrees centigrade, you have to be apply vacuum. The water starts to boil at near about 80 degrees centigrade. So what is the deactivation of the drug is there is not to be occur. Next one is there, that is a spray dryer is there. So likewise these are the different drying techniques are there which is to be adopted. Okay.